really weird. Like, alright. When I was a podcaster, I said, man, this isn't fucking doing anything, nobody's watching. So I dropped Nuke on my channel. And it went, and nothing happened because I didn't have any subscribers anyways. I started video gaming. That wasn't working, so I dropped another Nuke on my channel. Nobody cared. Nobody heard it. So, yeah, duds. Then I started doing drama tubing. And I started getting fans. And I was really kind of one of the first people to really kind of go after Joy hard. Like, I came into it late. I was not the first person to go after Joy. A lot of people went after Joy before I went after Joy. But they went after Joy over the Onision shit. I went after Joy over her feminist shit. Because I can give a fuck less about the Onision. I was making videos on Onision too back then. Because he was funny to make fun of. I don't know. He was an endless fountain of great material. Dude, it was like a year or so ago. I was like, I kind of want to talk about Onision again with this one fucking thing. And I was like, why? Why would I fucking do that? So I didn't. But, like, I fucked with Joy for stuff beyond Onision. Like, everybody was very focused on how she was very focused on him. And I was like, well, yeah, that's just crazy. But it's this other shit that she talks about that I'm concerned with. And I started fucking with her with that kind of stuff. So, because I was something unique, I kind of became a thing in that sphere. But, like, I was a thing that nobody really talked about unless they really wanted to rile Joy up. Because Joy was a subscriber of mine when she first started her channel. And I subscribed to her because she subscribed to me, and I was, you know, she subscribed and commented on a video, and I looked at her because she looked like she had a channel, and she had a channel, and so I subscribed to her because she was doing funny Onision videos too, and so I was like, well, this is funny, you know, maybe we could do a thing someday. So, yeah. We all know how that went. So, you know, it got to where a lot of people started paying a lot of attention to Joy, and Joy started talking about a lot more stuff other than Onision, and it seemed like Joy just, everything she touched turned to shit. Every time she would talk about anything, oh, it was just bad. So she was the constantly getting barraged with criticism girl, right? And she made some really bad moves. She told some really dumb lies. And when she started to get found out, a lot of just bad things happened around her. And she wound up making a video that I watched it and I'm like, wow. Like, she looked like she had been on a fucking 2-month coke bender. Like, you know what I mean? She just, I'm not making any accusations. She looked really fucking bad. So, like, she was very unkempt. She was, like, wild-eyed. Like, it was one of those videos where I watched it and I'm like, okay, I'm watching somebody slowly detach. And that's not cool. And there's no fucking way I'm going to make fun of her from this point on. Because now, like, it's at the point now, like, it's one of those things, guys, you understand this shit. When you're fighting with your girlfriend and she's just being an ass and you're just fucking done with her shit for that day, right? And you're not going to just accept it and fucking roll over. You decide you're going to dig your heels in, and then she cries, and you're like, oh. Well, okay, now I lose no matter what. Well, awesome. That's fucking great. Well, I can't control it. I cry. Yeah, you can. So, It was that point. I'm looking at a girl that had just been beaten by everybody, and I'm sitting like in the back of the room going, guys, this isn't cool anymore. And so I made a guys, it isn't cool anymore video. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm like, if you guys want to do it, just go ahead and do it. But just understand, at this point, like, you got to look at yourself for what you're doing. Because it's sad now. And so I kind of was like, you know, I'm done. You do what you want, but don't think you're going to get my respect for continuing to fuck with her. Right? And so I got so much shit for that. For just saying, no, I'm not going to tease Joy anymore. I got so much shit for that for months. Months. And finally I said, fuck it. And that's when I dropped Little Boy on my channel. And that one went up pretty big. Coincidentally enough. And that had repercussions. Like, I had to take a really firm no go fuck yourself stance. Like, you can go stance. Like, I ain't doing it, and if you don't like it, fuck off. Like, I had to get really hardcore with my fans. Because I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. And people are like, oh, you think you get to decide when it's over? And I'm like, motherfucker, I get to decide when it's over for me. I don't give a shit what you do. Like, fuck off. But I ain't doing it. And it turned into this huge fucking thing. And I got to really see how disgusting people can really be that support you a lot when you're saying what you want, what they want to hear, and then just destroy you up one side, down the other. Just the most vile fucking things. I didn't get fucking death threats until then. I just want that to hang in the air. Right? So, yeah. It was like, alright, I'm just done with this shit. And I went from like over 3,000 subscribers down to like, I think it wound up leveling out at like 2,700. Like, I lost a lot of subs for that shit. And didn't care. Because I was like, no, fuck you. If that's all you're here for is to watch me beat up on a girl that's already on the ground crying, fuck off. I'm like, I ain't doing it. I'm like, I'm not getting into that shit for your entertainment. I'm not debasing myself for you. So, you know, that whole thing happened. And that was a big nuke. And I dropped what I thought was going to be the Fat Man. Because, like, then Barron comes along and he does his thing with the politics. And I'm doing all the politics. And so my subscriber count doubles because of all the politics. And, you know, I'm terrible at promoting myself, and I don't do it, and I don't beg for, dude, please like and subscribe. I don't do that shit. So, you know, my subscriber count goes in bumps like that. Somebody comes along and bumps me. And then it just slowly dwindles down because YouTube just slowly deletes people. You know what I mean? They call it, we're getting rid of all of the inactive accounts. But you know, that's what it is. Like, folks, when you go, for some odd reason, I was unsubscribed to you. I see that in my subscriber count. Like, it just fucking slowly dwindles. Like, every day I lose 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes 10, you know, so sometimes there are people that I think are actually leaving for, you know, by choice. But I think there's always just like 3 or 4 that just bleed off my channel every day just for YouTube. So, yeah, now I've bled myself down to 4,000, what do we got, 4,700, something like that. So I've bled down to that, and I'm like, well, dropping the Fat Man, I ain't doing the fucking news. And it hit the ground and went thunk. Nobody left. Everybody's like, okay, cool. Everybody's like, that's fucking awesome, dude. Give us anything else. Like, I have had kind of a criticism. I don't think some people meant it to be a criticism, but it came off to me as a criticism. That, you know, fuck it, I guess people don't need to be informed. And first of all, again, man, like, what? You need me to read the news to you? Like, fucking turn it on the radio. Are you ever in your car? for an amount of time, turn the fucking news on. Like, turn the news on. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really need me to read you the news. You certainly don't need me to tell you what to think about it. There's far too fucking much of that going on. But nevertheless, it is important. Like, as I've been thinking about it, as the dust has been settling and I've been picking things back up, I have been thinking about it. And it is important. I believe an educated voting base is important. But I do not agree with brainwashing. So, I think I will be the first journalist, such as it is, like I said, it is a comedy channel after all. I think I will be the first straight up legit journalist, right, to actually break the mold. And I believe that I will continue to keep little lists of what Joe Biden does throughout the week. And as I distract you and mystify you with fun, entertaining stuff, as we dance around and laugh and act like clowns, right, through the whole week, then it'll get to be Friday, and you'll get to go into the weekend knowing what Joe Biden has done the prior week. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Andy, you're doing the fucking news again. No. I'm doing the news. I'm not going to be doing commentary. This was the thing that we had talked about in the Discord. We had discussed that the big problem is nobody's actually doing the news. They tell you what goes on in the way that they want you to know that it went on, and then they tell you to reinforce that what you should think about it. Nobody's actually just coming out and reading the news. So every Friday, I will pay attention to the news, and I will write down on my little list the shit Joe Biden does, and then I will read you the news. Like, for example, the Gitmo terrorists, they are pushing them up the corona vaccine list. They're going to get them the vaccine as soon as they possibly can. Bing! That's the news. Now, here's the fun thing for me. I'm not going to read the comments. I am not giving political analysis on this channel. I will read you the news, but I'm not giving political analysis. So I'm not going to turn off the comments on those videos. That's just queer. But I'm not commenting. I have nothing to say about it. I say everything I say about it in the Discord server. You want to come talk to me, we can have a conversation there. I ain't fucking around with goddamn YouTube comments trying to have a conversation with people. It's dumb. That's one thing I have learned over the past 4 years. That is dumb. So, I'm not having a discussion with people about it, because I'm not going to give you an analysis. I'm not going to give you my opinion. I'm going to read off to you facts. We can argue about what those facts mean, but we cannot argue about the facts, and I will not argue with you about the facts. I will read to you the facts. You can choose whether or not to believe them, because that's the way we work these days, or not. I don't fucking care. If you don't want to believe the facts, that ain't no sweat off my nuts, because I'm not going to give you opinion. I'm going to give you facts. That's it. And I'm just going to read you the news. This is what he did. I kind of like that. I really, really kind of like that. What Joe Biden did week of. Well, there you go. I think that'll be fun. We'll see how it goes. I will probably pay attention to the comments. I'll read the comments, but I'm not going to reply to any of the comments. I might like and love stuff. Just saying. But I am not going to be replying in words to any of the comments. You guys can argue with each other about what the facts mean all you want. I ain't arguing facts no more. I'll give them so that people will be informed. And I will still be doing what I believe is my duty as a person that has a platform and reach. And who does the news and knows what the fuck he's about with it. So, there you go. I think that's where we're going to be at. We're going to do all sorts of gaming stuff. I got fun things to show you guys. I got fucking... come here. Da-da-da. The Cyberpunk core rulebook. Hell yeah. The slimmest fucking core rulebook I have ever seen in my life. I think it's actually thinner than the core book for Dragon Ball Z. Hold on a second. Let me get Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. Just in case anybody sees my not ass. Where the fuck is it? Oh my god, it is! Look at that. Look at that shit. Dragon Ball Z. This fucking thing. Look how thin that shit is. Duh. So, I got the core book. It is, I mean, the problem with it is, it's fucking, it's very, very basic. Like, okay, what are all the different classes? Here's one page that tells you what they all are with an extraordinarily short description. Like, and like, I don't know. I don't even know. And then I see things where it says this role will be available in the Cyberpunk Red core rulebook. So is this not the core rulebook? So, okay, apparently I didn't get the core rulebook, but I got one on the way. So, this will get me started with this. This is good enough that I'll be able to actually, like, get shit going. At least I'll be able to learn the system. Like, that's really the most important thing, is that I actually know what the fuck is going on with the system. So, this will let me learn the system, and that'll be good enough. And I love this. It came with dice. They're very cool cyberpunky dice. Let me get one out of the glistening, reflective fucking bag so that you guys can see the dice. Yeah, I'll get you the... See, it's got a little... That's the 10. Come on, focus. Focus. Yeah, so that's like the 10. Then you got, there's 2. It's got like a little cyberpunky, you know, thing to it. And it's 2 10-sided dice. And okay, I guess that's a 4. I guess that's a 4. Actually, you know what's seen in the camera? Looks like a 4. But I thought it was a 7. I'm like, why is there a 7 on my 6-sided die? So, so it's 2 10 sides and 4 6 sides. And if that's all I need to run this game, that will be the second, like, best fucking dice system I've ever played with in my life. The first, of course, being Stormbringer. I don't run Stormbringer. I don't know Stormbringer that well. That was Dennis's game. Stormbringer is awesome because it's all based off of percentiles. You need percentile to do everything, and then you need, like, other sided dice just to fucking roll damage and shit like that. You know, 60, 10s, you know, whatever. So, like, that was a fucking awesome system. And this seems like everything is fucking 8-sided or 10-sided dice to figure out things and 6-sided dice for damage. So, that's pretty fucking cool. I dig that shit. I like games that you don't need fuck tons of dice for. That's always awesome to me. I don't want to have to roll a 20 and a 10 and a 5 and an 8 and just to be able to fucking figure out what the fuck. I hate that shit. And Shadowrun sucks a dick because you need 5 million 6-sided dice to open a door. Ugh. So, yeah. So, I got dice, and I got a jumpstart kit. I wish I would have paid more attention to that. But I did notice this. Apparently, CD Projekt Red, like, fucking owns the rights to Cyberpunk now. So any new gaming stuff that comes out, it's CD Projekt Red gets their piece of it now. So they're always smart like that. Ask the guy that wrote The Witcher. But yeah, so that's coming along. I got more books still coming in. The wand, the scanner wand is here. It came like an hour and a half after I left my parents' house. Because I went down there to get what I thought was the core rulebook and the fucking wand. The wand hadn't come in yet. The wand is there now. So I get that shit fucking Sunday when I go down there. I'm not running down there again tomorrow. Fuck it. And hopefully, like, a lot more of the stuff will have come in by Sunday, so I'll be able to get a large amount of things, and that'll be great. So this weekend, or, well, next week, might be, like, go time as far as scanning all the visual materials and all the stuff that I need to be able to show people for making characters and shit like that. So, that will be cool. That's going to be big next week. Next week I'll be starting all that stuff. I'll be able to start working on the documentaries and shit because I want some pictures in some of these books for one of the documentaries I want to do. I've got a whole list of ideas and videos that I will begin to act upon this week. But this was gonna be counting the bodies, going, okay, this is how many people just said fuck it and left, but all of you went awesome, please, anything other than the news. So hey, I feel ya. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have more fun, all distractions until Friday. On the big day of the week when everybody's happy to go into the weekend, I'm gonna make my shittiest video of the week. And you guys can decide to choose when you want to watch it, but it'll be the news of what happened. Only the news, zero opinion, no commentary. Straight news. Oof. I can't wait to see how some of you guys react to that, because I don't think some of you have probably ever seen that in your life. I might have to watch some old Ted Koppel just to see how it's fucking done.